My name is Brian Williams. I'm the principal of BWA Insolvency. We're general practitioners in the insolvency field, but we've tended toward voluntary administration because we want to rehabilitate businesses. Mike from Pacific Scaffolding is a clear example of that.
Passing over control to an outside party is a really difficult situation, both personally and professionally. When I first met Brian, I was quite impressed. His attitude was one of positiveness and preserving value. The other alternatives and the other suggestions were basically to close the doors, pack up and go away. That didn't appeal to me personally. It's not in my nature to do that. And Brian stood behind us to make sure that that didn't happen. Was that first of all, Brian came along and instilled a certain amount of confidence in both the company, the personnel, the staff. He explained to us that in voluntary administration it wasn't receivership or liquidation, and that we had every opportunity to turn this around if we could. That enabled us to restructure the business, change old work habits, because it was effectively, if you like, a new start. He then dealt with the issues around the problems that we had, and he did that in a very positive way, and I think the outcome proves that. Yeah, one of the major things that we did, we changed our workforce from working basically for wages to actually introducing a piecework system for them, wherever possible. It's probably increased their income by anything up to 30–40% a week. Now, it's also increased the productivity by anything up to probably 60% from our perspective, which means that we're sharing almost equally in the benefits of that. We're no longer losing money on our labour force. Our labour force is better paid and their productivity is better, so we're all winning it.
Mike from Pacific has done particularly well. I have no doubt at all that he'll make a long and strong future of that business. Another good example of BWA's involvement in the restoration of a business is Cartune in Ponsonby.
It was run by a chap who had no idea how to run a business. In fact, he never worked in it. I was brought in from Brian to assist him with the mechanical side of the business, because while he's very good at the administrative side, running a workshop was possibly something new to him. After the process of going through the voluntary administration, I then had the opportunity to tender for the business. From going through that process with Brian, I knew that there was no issues I had to worry about to be involved in buying it, because everything was so straight up.
It took some 2 years to restore it, but he was diligent in his efforts, so too were we, and every time I drive past that business I think, well, we were a part of that. If the business can survive, we will certainly make it happen. We will put all of our resources into that business and show them the way that it can survive.